Let me tell you my story. Back when I was about 13 in high school, I saw this pretty girl in my class. She sat next to me and we would always be talking, we would always be laughing, but sooner or later, I started having a crush on her. I remember I kept searching on the signs that a girl likes you, and only to realize that she didn't really like me at all. She only saw me as somebody whom she could talk to when she was bored, but she never considered me to be somebody more than just friends. She had boyfriends in the past and I would get jealous. And as a guy who's not really good with girls, I just think, why me? Why must I be the one who get rejected? Is it because I'm ugly? Is it because I'm unattractive? Is it because I'm boring and nobody likes me? All these negative thoughts just started creeping in my mind, and eventually I had low self-esteem and I developed a fear of rejection. Which is why I had a crush for years and I didn't say anything to her at all. If you happen to be watching this video, bro, I think you can relate to me a lot. Basically, there were a lot of learning lessons that I had from just this one crush. The main one specifically being not having the balls to just go up to her and ask her out. If you're struggling from this, I know how scary it can be to actually reveal your true feelings to her. And God knows how she might react to your confession. I mean, you might be thinking that she will shout at you, talk shit about you to her guy friends, or maybe she doesn't want to talk to you anymore. Basically, you might be overthinking about her reaction, which I bet made you have sleepless nights where you're constantly thinking about this girl and you're desperately trying to find ways for you two to get closer together. But I'm gonna get a bit deep here. If you're sitting there thinking or questioning whether or not she likes you, chances are she doesn't like you, bro, and I'm sorry. But honestly, if you were certain that she liked you, you wouldn't have needed to waste so much time scrolling through feeds on signs that a girl likes you, because honestly, that is pointless. Added up over the course of days, months, weeks, and years, and you probably would have saved up half a year of your life just by not having to scroll through these pointless signs that a girl likes you. Look, I don't want you to feel regretful at all because you didn't confess your feelings to your crush. Because after all, rejection is better than regret. But I'm gonna be honest, whether or not you want to face rejection with courage, even if that means you don't talk to her anymore, you don't become a boyfriend, you won't see her anymore, and you basically will not be in contact with her ever again, or regret not taking any form of action at all, because honestly, it is really up to you. The second learning lesson for me was that I also lacked self-respect. You know, over time, I kept texting the same girl, the same crush that I had. I kept asking questions like homework questions and stuff, and I was trying so hard to look like I cared for her and tried to be like a good friend and all. But honestly, bro, I just wanted to win her over. And in the end, in June 2022, I got heartbroken. She ghosted me when I tried to invite her to watch a movie with me, and that was when I got heartbroken. And that was when my whole world came crumbling down. If you think about it, it's really sad. How can the same somebody who used to share these moments of happiness and bliss and enjoyment with you now just turn your life upside down? How is it that those two people are exactly from the same person? And if you have a crush on someone right now, you probably believe that she's definitely the one. And if you both separate, you believe in your head that there's no more hope for you left. But having been through this state of what people call one-nightists, basically this mindset of thinking that a girl is the one when she's just an ordinary crush, I'm telling you right now, if she doesn't give as much attention to you as you do to her, and if she ghosts your messages and leaves you unread and gives excuses like, oh, I'm busy, she doesn't value you, bro. And she doesn't put you on a pedestal as much as you do to her. If you think about it, she's basically a queen and you're a fan. And look, I hate to break it to you, man, but it is the truth. You can take it from a guy like me who had no self-respect at all when he was younger. Despite confessing my feelings to the same crush, I still kept on texting her because I always believed that she was the one. And that mindset alone turned me into a simp. Literally. And despite getting rejected, I still kept talking to her like nothing ever happened. I can still even ask her like, how are you feeling? Do you want to go grab lunch and watch a movie with me? Guess what? I got rejected. This just goes to show how much I don't value myself enough. I value my crush more than myself, even though my crush doesn't really give a shit about me. And this lack of self-respect eventually made her lose respect for me. But what's even more disappointing is that I lost respect for myself. And that's why, as much as you really like this girl, as much as you are attached to her and don't want to let go of her, it's important to set high standards for yourself and the girls that you meet. Know when's the right time to just back away from a girl and move on. No matter how difficult, no matter how emotionally burdening or stressful that you might feel, you just have to move on. If you are like me, you absolutely liked her but she doesn't like you back, then you should have the maturity to just let go of her and move on to other girls. I mean, after all, there are plenty of fish in the sea. If there was one thing that I learned from this experience alone, never compromise your own respect for any girl. That's why if you ever find yourself stuck in a friend zone, it's because you just don't have enough balls to just back away from this girl. You still keep going back to her because you think that she's the one. You think that somehow, some way, somehow, things will end up getting better if you just keep talking to her, if you keep spending time with her, and you keep texting her, whatever. But if you don't give yourself the time and space to just move on from this girl who doesn't like you back, you will lose respect for yourself. I mean it. And nobody will respect you, not even your friends, not even your family, not even yourself. I think you can see why it's so important to choose the right girl to be with. Because in the future, you will introduce your girlfriend to your parents, and who's the kind of girl they're gonna see? It all depends on the kind of standards that you set for the woman around you. I mean, will you really be okay with going out with women who go out drinking with their guy friends every night? Probably not, right? That's why set high standards for the girls that you meet, and also set high standards for yourself. And to anyone watching this, I can understand how painful it is to have to experience rejection, because I've experienced it for myself. The thought of losing a girl of your dreams all because she just doesn't like you back. And to those who are in this situation right now, I'm very sorry for your loss. I know how painful it must be to accept the fact that she just doesn't like you as much as you like her. But I just want to say this. I think over time, you will become more numb to rejection. When you mature, like when you grow older, I think you'll start to see rejection not as something that indicates that there's something clearly wrong with you. No. I think when you grow up, you'll start to see rejection from a different perspective. If you happen to get rejected by a girl, you will just think to yourself, we're not compatible with each other. And yeah, although we talk and laugh here and there, but ultimately, we're not really suitable for each other. But again, I know it's painful to hear this, and you probably wouldn't want somebody like me telling you all this when you're heartbroken as hell. But I just hope that you could consider the advice that I'm giving you. You could see this as like a gift from somebody who had experienced the things that you might be experiencing or that you had experienced. And ultimately, I hope that no matter what kind of obstacles, no matter what kind of challenges, mistakes that you face along the way, and whether there's this issue of just getting over the fear of rejection, of talking to your crush or something, just know that you're doing all this because you just want your future self to be happy. And I mean, after all, we learn lessons in life, and I think it's best if you treat these lessons as opportunities for you to grow into a better person. And that's what I want for you. You can check out my latest video right here, and with that said, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.